So just on that, I mean, Brett mentioned the foreign direct investment. And if we look at the development finance institutions, I mean, they've been very active on the continent for many, many years. And there's literally billions of dollars being spent on the continent and specifically also in South Africa. I think there is some things that I think the DFIs can proactively do. And I think, again, they can't do it alone. But I do think that we're going to see a rise of co-investment taking place from a government and from a DFI point of view going forward. And again, it comes down to that confidence where we can't necessarily expect private money or private institutions or institutional money to take the risk alone. So I think we're going to see much more co-investment taking place rather than just potentially fund allocation, but kind of co-investment taking place in large infrastructure projects and large other projects to really make sure that your private money, your global private money, your kind of FDI gets freed up a bit. And I think similar from a pension fund point of view, I mean, we don't need to change legislation, offer risk-adjusted returns on good, well-structured portfolios, and the money will flow. I think, you know, we read about that this week also in the paper where, you know, you don't need to necessarily change the legislation, just put a viable project, well-structured in front of investors, and you know, the money's there for that. So I think on the pension fund side as well, I mean, there's been a lot of debate around that, and I think the jury seems to be out, or not out on that. I think it's in already to say that we won't force anybody to invest anywhere, but again, put the returns in front of us and we will. I think also from what the public and private sectors can do. I mean, we talk about looking local, and I think local becomes also as a continent. The continent is very attractive. I mean, it's 1.2 billion people looking to probably double in the next couple of years. Already a trading block, if you look at it all together, of close to $3 trillion. I mean, that's massive. But we need to unite, and I think this is where trading blocks like SADC, we've got the African Continental Free Trade Area also coming to effect shortly. I think things like that becomes very lucrative for companies to benefit from. And I think if we look at sort of numbers, you know, Africa trades with itself only about 18% compared to Europe, which is sitting at about 50 or 60 or 70%. So again, you know, we can be our own saviors. We can just create the systems that we can actually trade with ourselves, and investment will follow beyond that.